there friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny and today I'm going to be making a double page layout based on a sketch by Jayma Malme. It's a collaboration with the Paper Divas, which is her team. So I'm just going to get all my papers cut down and then I'll come back. Okay, I've cut everything down and I thought I might explain the title, which I've cut. I've cut the piece into two, so I've got two pieces with the flowers on. Making memories. This particular double page layout was of a wonderful slide that they had at the pumpkin patch, which was they had a pile of bales of hay stacked up, a little pyramid of them, and then this tube slide, which both of my children fitted down. They were quite surprised. They climbed up thinking they weren't going to fit, and then they both managed to slide down. But what my younger one wasn't expecting when they got to the bottom was my older one's face to be poking in. So I thought I'd just include this one because it was a really fun photo. That's where the title came from. And I've already cut all my photo mats as well. The rest of them have got my children's faces in, so I'm not going to include those on the video. So we needed one 5x7, which I gutted, and I'm going to put the video out about gutting paper on Sunday in place of my usual layout video. And from this particular frame, I cut out two photo mats at 3x4. Now you could use the bit that you've cut out as a pretty front for a card. In this case I happen to need the dark green to be photo mats, so that's what I've done. I'm going to put those off to one side. The first thing to lay out is these paper strips. Sometimes when I'm looking at paper for a layout, I find one paper that I really want to use and work from there, and that's what I did in this case. So I found this lovely piece of plaid that I cut down to use as instructed in the Storybook Friends workshop kit. I really don't particularly like this colour, but I was willing to try it with my photos and it didn't work. So I had two pieces like this, and I thought this would work really well for my pumpkin patch. So I'm going to use this one today and put this one down here. Now I'm not sure whether I want this to go over or under the strip that goes across. On Jayma's sketch she has it over the top, but I'm not sure whether that's going to work better having it under or having it over. And I think that also partly depends on how it looks when I've got the photo mats down. I'm going to use this other piece of card with the flowers on down here on the right hand page and over here and a little bit up here behind the photo frame. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to get it all stuck down now. Okay, so I've stuck everything down, and as you can see, I've also made my embellishments. I forgot to video putting the embellishments on, so I'm afraid you've got just the finished product. Well, mostly finished. I used, again, some of these pieces that I'd already cut out, and I wasn't sure that the cream was going to work, but it actually does. It works very well. And then there's some stamping that I've done with this splatter is the splatter from Weekend Adventures, and Better Together also comes from that same stamp set. The hello, which I thought was quite appropriate for that particular photo, comes from More Than Autumn. Last time I checked, they were both still on last chance in the UK. I don't know about the rest of the world. So if you're lucky, you might manage to get them. If not, I'm really sorry. The bit that I haven't done is just putting some dots on. So I was trying to work out whether I wanted to go for these lighter orange or the darker red ones. And I think that they would both work, and maybe even the green would work as well. But I think I just decided that I was going to go with the lighter coloured ones when I realised that I wasn't actually filming. So put one up there and another little one over here. So we've got 3 over here on the bottom of the right hand page, and I'm going to put some over here around where I've stamped Better Together. I might go for 3 or I might go for 5, I'm not sure yet. And then up at the top by the title I'm going to put some more up here, and I may put some in other places around the layout. We'll see. This is going to be one of the last projects that I use these dots for, so I've got most of a sheet still, and I might as well use them. Sometimes you can't tell exactly where you want something until you've placed it and you realise that it's not quite where you wanted it. There we go. I think that that's probably it. So, bring them up close so you can have a proper look at them. And Better Together. A little bit of stamping, a little bit of die cutting. Oh, this shape is from the Just a Note. In fact, it's why I bought the Just a Note bundle. And then up here, have hello and some stamping. As you can see, I used multiple generations of stamping. And across here, the die cuts, some more bling. And then down here, have some more stamping. And more die cuts coming out of the bottom of the page. A little stack. And then a little bit of stamping to just keep your eye going across the page. And that's what it will look like when it's in my album. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!